Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back. We are back. Welcome back, man. My name is Kevin Parrington Turner, aka the Brown Bostonian, aka Sir South, and I am back here with yet another live talking about the Celtics, the Patriots. Before we get into that, before we get all into that, please go check out on YouTube Sir South versus Ratchet Rico. Please, dope battle. Shout out to Ratchet Rico. I battled him on Love Day, February 14th. Valentine's Day dropped a couple weeks ago. Very dope one round battle. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please share, subscribe, like. Same thing for this YouTube channel in general. Please share, subscribe, like. More consistent on it. Sharing more things about Boston sports, battle rap, all the things that I love. Hopefully y'all love too. So today I'm going to talk about the Boston Celtics. I didn't get a chance to go live because I was covering sports yesterday, last night for my actual job. It's covering sports, but not the Celtics. So I didn't get a chance to go live, talk about the Celtics, talk about Jayson Tatum being back off an Achilles injury he suffered in the playoffs. He is back now. As someone who also tore his Achilles, one thing I was noticing, one thing I wanted to know is, does he still have that same explosiveness? Because it's really hard when you have a surgery. And Achilles is a tough injury because it's not the same as the ACL. I tore my ACL and I tore my Achilles. Let you know where my basketball career went. But the thing about Achilles, you feel like you got kicked, and it doesn't have extreme pain. It's just a weird feeling. You feel pain, but it's just a very weird feeling because now there's a part of your body that just doesn't work. You can't go on your tippy toes. Your heel doesn't work. You have to walk flat footed off of your foot. So when it was news that he was clear to play, he didn't play. Cool, and then it was news that he was going to play against the Dallas Mavericks last night. First thing I want to know is, does he still have that explosiveness? I watched it back, and he's getting comfortable. I don't think he was at 100% at all, but he had a good showing. And not only that, the Celtics won. Jayson Tatum finished with 15 points, 12 rebounds, which is big. Having 12 rebounds in a game like this is big. 7 assists, 1 steal. He had 2 turnovers, but plus and minus, he was plus 20, which says a lot. Hit 3 threes, had a putback for his first bucket. TD Garden went wild. It was at home. It was a perfect game for it, honestly, especially against the Mavericks, who've been struggling because they had no Kyrie Irving, who was there. Kyrie Irving was there, former Celtics player, Jersey legend. Um, was there on the Mavericks side. No Anthony Davis. It's a lot going on. Cooper Flag's really the only bright spot for that team right now. But enough of that. He played 27 minutes. He didn't really need to. The game was okay for most of the 3 quarters, and they began to pull away, start hitting shots as they probably would have did without Jason Tatum, by the way, because Jaylen Brown is becoming an MVP. And check my Substack, by the way. It is in the comments. The Substack is in the comments. I wrote a column about the MVP talks being louder and louder, and whether Jaylen Brown is getting better than Jason Tatum, his legacy. Jaylen Brown won MVP Finals. He might win an MVP this year, depending on how it goes. He has the Celtics at second in the East, while Jason Tatum was gone, but now he's back. None of that. Nonetheless, I don't think Jason Tatum was 100%. He didn't look 100%. I don't think we expect him to be 100%. He was practicing with the G League, the main clause, before he got a chance to be with the Celtics, be with the C's, and to do it in 10 months is very impressive. I'm telling you, man. The ACL, coming off an ACL, they say 6 months, but really it's like 7 to 8 but you could wear a brace. You could wear a knee brace that will destabilize it, keep it intact. You won't really have any issues with the knee brace. You might have some soreness within 6 months, and you might be a little bit out of shape with an ACL injury. And I'm saying this because this happened when I was in high school. In my senior year, I had to play with a knee brace, and I kind of took it off too, because I just didn't like it. It felt heavy. But the thing about an Achilles, there's no brace for an Achilles. You just repair it, and you're good to go. You rehab it, and then you do some practices, and then when it's full strength, it's just really your mindset, because it's a weird injury. You don't think, it's a weird injury. You know, anytime you get hurt for non-contact, and it's just like a freak thing. If it's an ACL, you could be like, well, that was I landed awkward, or I got pushed midair. It just won't happen again. Now I know how to land. When it's something that just was like you was just trying to be explosive, it plays with your mind, messes with your mind. It does, and I kind of saw it with Jason Tatum last night with the Dallas Mavericks. He did drive to the basket a couple of times. He got hung on the rim. Didn't have the same explosiveness, which is expected. But I like that he went for it because that tells me he's really he feels like he's at 100%. I don't think he would be on the court if he didn't feel that way. But for him to go for a dunk while driving showed a lot. It didn't have the same explosiveness as we expect him to, but he's like 6'7", 6'9". So even if he's not the same explosiveness as he was before, he's still gonna be a really, really good offensive player with his shot, and it showed. He had three threes. He had some mid-range shots too. He was good. He was good. His game didn't look like it changed much at all. He hit some threes in the defender's face. PJ washed his face, hit some step backs, some turnarounds, some off balance shots, and it all hit the rim. Didn't hit the rim. You could tell he was in practicing. He's ready, and he's aggressive, and it was at the right time, man. Right after All Star Weekend, and it's still a couple of weeks before the playoffs start, and the Celtics already second in the East, and the East is pretty weak. They're doing so much movement before the All Star break, and with injuries and everything happening, especially in the West as well, no one really knows what's about to happen. The Spurs are looking really good, but they might be a year or two early. Dylan Harper's still coming off the bench because they're so deep, but they look a little a year early. It might be one of the best times for the Celtics right now. Honestly, the Nuggets still don't seem like they have enough as they did before. My only issue is Vucevic. Vucevic. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. I apologize. Sincerely do. Nikola Vucevic. Uh, he had surgery. He had surgery today. Yes, Vucevic had surgery today for a fracture in his right finger, his ring finger, which he suffered during the game. He came out and he'll be gone for about a month, which isn't the worst. But you don't like to see it because as soon as we get a star back, a guy that we got midseason, he's hurt. You damn if you do, you damn if you don't. It's one thing or the other for Boston fans. I know everyone else who's not a Boston fan be like, shut up. It's not that, but it feels like it. So the Celtics will have to make do without it. But to have Jason Tatum back, have Jalen Brown, have Peyton Pritchard. I think he's coming off the bench too, kind of accepting his role, being like, "Yo, I'm cool with it." That's big. That's big. There's no egos anymore. Not that there was before, but it's just no egos. And I think that they have a goal. They have a common goal. And Derek White still being Derek White, not no ego. He's willing to accept his role. He's willing to be a catch and shoot guy, plays great defense, great decision maker. And I think that this is the perfect time for the Celtics to get a chance to get going. Now, if they could win it, if they're the favorites to win a championship, I don't know right now. I don't know right now. We gotta see. We gotta see Jalen. We gotta see say Jason Tatum on an off night. I don't want to see him on a good night where he's hitting all the shots. I gotta see him on an off night where if his shot's not going, is he gonna go to the basket? Is he gonna go in the post? Is he gonna get more physical? Now, 12 rebounds tells me he's not afraid. He feels like he's back 100%. But we gotta see. We saw explosiveness is still getting there. So, nonetheless, it's a bright look for Celtics fans, man. Jason Tatum being back and the Celtics winning 120 to 100. It's a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful sight. Now, I want to switch over to the Patriots very quickly because I mentioned in my TikTok and YouTube shorts, if y'all following along, Stephon Diggs was released by the Patriots. Um, this has been news. It's been out. Stephon Diggs led the Pats in receptions, for a young Drake May in his career, and he played the leader role. He did really well. He's not the same Drake May that was making clutch plays for Minnesota, and then he was really good, became a star for Buffalo. He's not the same guy. He's a guy. He's becoming that guy on third down that you could depend on. He's becoming that guy that, yeah, maybe two or three times a season he can go off for 110 yards and a touchdown, maybe two tutties. But he's a little bit past his prime, and he's becoming that vocal leader. But for the Patriots way and how the season ended, it was just time to revamp the offense. I don't have any issue with them releasing Stephon Diggs. I mean, you could say the Cardi B situation, all the news going on with Stephon Diggs and the chef and all that stuff. And you're right, it's not really the Patriot way, unfortunately, because people go through things. But for some reason, the organization, we let them go, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the Patriots. I'm not mad at Stephon Diggs. Some team's gonna pick him up. He helped them bring them to a Super Bowl. So I think the Patriots helped his career. I think that Stephon Diggs helped Drake May in his second year, gave him some confidence. He went to the Super Bowl, won playoff games. Now we could talk about the playoff games and one with the starting quarterback was hurt. Bo Nix was out and bad offenses. CJ Stroud. nonetheless, nonetheless, what Stephon Diggs was able to do and able to help the offense and a young quarterback, it won't be forgotten, man. And I think there's no question he's gonna get picked up by another team. He deserves it. He's a stud. He's still a stud. He's still effective. He's just not the superstar that's gonna go off for 200 yards anymore. I don't see it. 200 yards a game. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. But he's dependable on third down. He makes tough catches. He could run through some defenders when he wants to. No matter the cold weather, warm, hot weather, we see him in Buffalo and now in New England. We see him do everything in the playoffs. He doesn't fold, doesn't drop big passes. He didn't play the best in the Super Bowl, but no one did. No one did. I'm not even gonna count that. But Stephon Diggs being released by the Patriots, I'm not mad at it. It's time for the Patriots to figure out that offense. Will Campbell on the offensive line, people are going to kill him. I think he's going to make big leaps this year. You got to remember the Patriots went to Super Bowl. So as much as you think some of these guys didn't do what they were supposed to do, they didn't do what they were supposed to do in the Super Bowl. But you got to remember the Patriots did not have a hard schedule. I saw that. I saw that game coming. No Patriot playing, no Patriot fan that's been watching the Patriots all season can say, I didn't see that coming. You saw it coming. We didn't play anybody tough. And now we play a tough team that's been rolling through other teams all season on the biggest stage with a young quarterback, a young left tackle, a defensive minded coach. Yeah, the offense was going to struggle. It was going to struggle. But one thing I hope for the Patriots, I'm not worried about the defense. I'm not worried about the special teams. I'm not worried about Drake May. I am worried about the pieces around him. I hope they get him some good pieces. I hope we could find a star in the wide receiver section or even the tight end spots. The running game is solid. I don't think we're ever going to get like a stud running back, as much as we would like to, because that's Mike Vrabel's way, the, smash mouth, old school football 1-on-1, but nah. It's not happening. We got a quarterback that can run with his own feet. We got a quarterback that can throw it. We just need him to have some pieces around him, So, in the offensive line, I like the offensive line the way it is. As much as people kind of, shitted on it, I think it's good. I think it's great. I got faith in it. Just give them some more time to get together, and they came up when it needed to be throughout the playoffs and late in the season, man. But that's what I think about it. I hope y'all enjoying y'all weekend. Hope y'all enjoy y'all Saturday night. I hope y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. Maybe more active on it. I'm always saying it. I'm always gonna say it because I am gonna be more consistent on it. I appreciate y'all. We'll see what the Celtics do. We'll see what the Patriots do. And I'll be here to continue to get my updates. Please subscribe to the Substack. It's in the comments, it's in the bio, it's in the description. Please subscribe to the Substack I'm writing. Please follow the TikTok, the YouTube, my IG, sir_South. Please follow the Twitter. Just Google me. Everything will be there. I promise you. I appreciate everybody. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, and peace.